Thanks for joining us, Penny.
Thank
You're
you.
involved in the Alive project here at USQ. Can you maybe explain what that is for those who may not know?
Yeah, sure. The Alive project stands for Advanced Learning in Immersive Virtual Environments, and we're currently looking at the different ways that Web 3D technologies can be used in teaching and learning.
Okay, and who's using this?
We're currently in the development phase. There's a lot of research worldwide looking into using 3D virtual reality environments for teaching, and we're trying to simplify that in the Alive project to make it accessible by educators so that they can then use this themselves, just like that you can use a word processor now. We want to bring that same sort of power to educators with the 3D worlds.
Okay, so is this just relevant to higher education, or what do you see other relevance in this?
It's relevant across the range. As you'll notice, a lot of students that are coming through now are very technology savvy, and they're used to these sorts of 3D environments and gaming worlds and simulations. And we're currently working with QSite, which is the Queensland Society for Information Technology Educators. Yep. And Harristown High School in Toowoomba is looking at using it, and Fairholme College and also Toowoomba High School looking at integrating these sort of 3D worlds into their IT courses to engage their students.
Okay, so why would you think this would give students a better opportunity of learning?
What 3D does is it brings authentic environments to the students who don't have that opportunity to go into the real world. So, for example, you could practice nursing in a virtual hospital environment, or you could do some mining instruction on a virtual mining site. Anywhere that it's difficult to get students or it's too expensive, and they can have what I like to call authentic professional experiences by seeing the real world icons in a virtual environment and being able to interact with those as they would when they get out into the real world.
Okay, so as a lecturer, you've got, what, a tool to help you create these environments?
We're currently working on a tool which will allow educators to create 3D scenes, whether that be a replica of something in the real world, such as a laboratory or a university campus, or even it can be extended into the space realm where you're creating a virtual representation of the solar system. What we need to do is look at how 3D can be made very simple. Traditionally, to create these environments requires a lot of expertise, so you need 3D modelers and programmers, and we want to bring it right down to the level where you're just dragging and dropping the objects in to create high quality environments that will engage the students.
Okay, cool. So as a lecturer and you're creating these environments, you then embed them in a course into a web area, or where do you embed them?
The environments that we're creating, we're making sure that they're very flexible, so we can embed them within a web page so that you can have 2D and 3D hybrid content which can interact with each other. For example, you could click on hyperlinks in the 2D HTML, which would then move the camera around in the 3D world.
Okay.
The technology we're using can also be embedded inside PowerPoint slides, Word documents, and we can also deliver them on CD-ROM, so you don't have to be online to use them.
Cool. Okay. So you're in the maths and sciences area, but what other disciplines do you see would have a use for something like this?
At the moment, we're currently working with a number of educators across the university to create some 3D applications, in particular games. We've got one for astronomy, where the students will be looking for suitable planets that are similar to Earth that they could inhabit in the future. We have a forensic accounting game that we're developing where the students have to audit particular documents to follow a trail of fraud, and we're also working with USQ Safe to create a fire evacuation simulation.
Cool. So if a lecturer is interested in doing something like this, what should they do?
Well, they just need to contact the Alive team. We have a website, www.alivex3d.org, and they'll be able to get in contact with me or one of the team, and we can take it from there.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you very much.